Hey guys, Joe Madden here of the Joe Madden Sports Podcast. I am joined by Cam Rogers, a national betting and golf analyst, host of Lock It In. Cam, good morning.
What's going on, Joe? Great to be with you. You know, it's funny. I know Matt Peralt. I know Chelsea Messenger. I'm looking at all the reply tweets. Everybody's saying how great these people are. And they're all probably going to say to me, who's this clown joining the show now, right?
No, they won't. Everyone is excited to have you here. You definitely know your golf. We're going to be talking the PGA here. But at first, I want to hear, how did you get in the industry? I've seen you do clips on CNN. You've been on CBS Sports Radio. You've been everywhere. So how did you get here?
Yeah, the root of my passion has always been talking in front of crowds, talking in front of a camera. That is my first love. There's something about that rush of being on air that really gives me a lot of energy and a lot of passion to it. So remember like elementary school when nobody wanted to read out loud in English class? I always did. That was my thing, you know? And so really ever since then, I knew I wanted to be an entertainer in some way. So I channeled all of my energy throughout the time in school, throughout college as well, getting great experiences. And then, of course, channeling my passion as well with sports predictions and sports betting in particular, especially within the last couple of years. And that has allowed me to really have some fantastic opportunities, as you mentioned, going on CNN and CBS Sports Radio and have a full slate of interviews this week. I'm really grateful to be on your show. So it's just been a wild ride, and I am enjoying it so far, no doubt.
Okay, so you are the host of Lock It In on the Believe Network. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so it's rebranded a little bit. Previously, it was the Tiger Woods podcast on the Believe Network. But of course, Tiger went through some back surgeries. He went through, obviously, the car crash, the tragic accident there. Wasn't sure how long he was going to be off the golf course. So I sort of pivoted a bit to a general sports betting show, but a big time golf focus every week. So usually 3 episodes per week with an interview, a golf show, and then like my 10 best bets in 10 minutes, easy consumable for the weekend ahead. So that's really the formula, if you will, for my show. It's been a lot of fun. And as you know, there's a lot of energy behind sports betting right now. That's where everybody is at in terms of content creation in the sports space. And it's all about community too, right? Like it's not about trying to be right perfectly all the time because nobody is. It's about generating that fan base, having fun with your fans. And that's what it's all about, in my opinion.
Oh, it absolutely is. So May 19th, PGA Championships kick off. We're hearing Phil Mickelson won't be defending his title here. What are your thoughts for this championships here?
Yeah, I mean, what a story. First of all, we're talking about Phil Mickelson, who won the PGA Championship at the age of 50 last year. He was like 500 to 1 going into this tournament. So what's more surprising? Phil winning last year or Phil not defending this year? I mean, it really is just a wild story. I'm sure you know the backstory. I'm sure all your watchers know the backstory about his comments about the Saudi-backed golf league and basically equating the atrocities in Saudi Arabia to having leverage to changing things on the PGA Tour. What exactly he wants to change, nobody knows, but it was really just a bad comment that he made. And so now he's sort of paying the price. He's been silent for quite some time. We got the Friday news dump last week about him not playing this week at the PGA Championship. If I'm being honest with you, I think it's a wimpy move. I think he should be there this week to defend his title. So he is obviously a big-time story this week. Tiger Woods is a big-time story this week. He almost feels like story number 2 on the list because of Phil Mickelson, but It's great to see that Tiger is playing. You may recall he did not actually commit to the PGA Championship at the end of the Masters. He wasn't really sure. So it's good to see him here. He looks stronger. He looks healthier. He could be in for a decent week. We shall see. But this is a difficult golf course. Long golf course for a par 70. This is going to be a difficult track for pretty much the best in the world all the way down.
Any sleepers that you're looking at that could take this?
Yeah, you know, my power rankings are pretty chalky for the most part. Rory McIlroy is my projected winner here this week, 16 to 1, 14 to 1, depending on where you look. But somebody down the board a little bit, I'm looking at one Daniel Berger. Nobody's really talking about him right now. I actually picked him to win the Masters not too long ago. That didn't happen. But 12th in strokes gained approach over the last 24 rounds, couple of top 15s at the PGA the last 4 years. I think he has the major championship game. I think this golf course suits him better, long par 4s, long par 5s, where par is at a premium. That's going to be the case here this week. So Daniel Berger is a guy that I'm looking at. I think Jason Day could surprise some people here this week, the PGA champion back in 2015 at Whistling Straits. Really good on difficult golf courses, too. He was 15th a couple of weeks ago, right outside my doorstep at TPC Potomac. So I think he could be in for a decent week as well. Jason Day, Daniel Berger, look at those two guys.
Okay, any other sharp bets you have in this?
Yeah, I've got some top 10 plays here this week. Hideki Matsuyama, I think, has serious outright value, to be honest with you, but certainly for a top 10. The injury concerns are gone for me. He was electric last week with his ball striking. He gained 9.4 strokes on approach at the AT&T Byron Nelson. That is amazing stuff. Hideki Matsuyama for a top 10. Jordan Spieth as well. Everybody's talking about him. He's going for the career Grand Slam. He nearly won back-to-back events last Sunday at the Byron Nelson, 18th in this field in strokes gained tee to green over the last 24 rounds. He's an artist. He should thrive around these greens this week here at Southern Hills. So Jordan Spieth, top 10 as well. Hideki Matsuyama, too.
Okay, final thoughts on Tiger Woods in the championships?
Listen, I'm staying away from putting any of my finances on Tiger Woods unless it's a missed cut prop, which is at plus 110, of course, depending on where you look. This is going to be a difficult test for him because this golf course is hilly, a lot of undulations, not easy to walk, a la Augusta National. This is a much larger field as well, 156 players. It's not like the Masters where it's 90 guys and like 20 of them are past champions. They're going to miss the cut, that sort of thing. So this is also a different golf course as compared to the last time he played here back in 2007 when he won the PGA Championship. So he's got a lot of learning to do this week. I think the odds are stacked against him. I want him to prove me wrong, but in terms of bets with Tiger Woods, probably a miscut prop, nothing more than that. If I had to project a finish, maybe T50, T55, something like that. He can certainly make the cut, but I don't think he's going to contend here this week.
Okay, well, that is some great information, Cam. Thank you so much. Before we finish off here, can you remind everyone where to find you on socials and where to watch Lock It In?
Yeah, absolutely. Follow me on Twitter, as you see on your screen, at Mr. Rogers99, at Mr. Rogers98 on Instagram. Follow Lock It In with Cam Rogers, wherever you get your podcasts. My show will be live on Sports Map Radio tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, full PGA breakdown. Excited for that as well.
That is awesome. Thank you, Cam, so much for joining me here today. You guys, I will be back later with my next guest. Cam, have a wonderful day and all the best in all of your bets.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care. Thank you.